Hello, and welcome to the Iron Spoon Kitchen, where today the iron spoon's been replaced by a wooden mallet, which means we're making pounded cheese. Well, we don't necessarily need a wooden mallet to make pounded cheese. Pounded cheese was a way to get rid of scraps and old and hard cheese to make it edible again. Because back in 1832, you didn't want to throw anything away. Food was so very valuable. And you would mix it with a little bit of butter and with some spices. So come over here and take a look at what we're going to be putting all together. Here are the ingredients. 1 pound cheddar cheese. And I point that out just in case you didn't know what cheese was. 4 tablespoons of butter. Our pounder. 2 ounces of port wine. That's what we're going to use for flavoring. And then we have a teaspoon of mustard, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper, and an 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now, let's get all this mixed together. Well, this recipe for pounded cheese comes from a culinary journey through Texas history. This is a cookbook put together, a historical cookbook put together by the Texas Historical Commission. And it comes from a recipe from 1832, the Cook's Own Book. And this one's associated with San Felipe de Austin State Historic Site. And that was the headquarters of Stephen F. Austin, who is considered the father of Texas. And it's a wonderful museum to go visit. I won't go into too many details on that, but here's a picture of it so you can see what it looks like. It's a wonderful place to visit, and this was the headquarters, as I said, for Austin's colony, his first colony in Texas. So now, though, we want to get to making our pounded cheese. And as I said at the beginning, you would really use a mortar and pestle for this. But since we have the food processor, I'm going to use that as well. So let me cut up this cheese here, and we'll get it into the food processor. Let's get the cut up cheese into here. And fortunately, this is not stale cheese. This is fresh. But for anyone that has left a piece of cheese out overnight or something like that, you know that it gets hard pretty quick. So I'm going to go and put that in there. Oh, and you'll also see that, this is a port wine. And the recipe recommended using a port wine or sherry. And this is a particular port wine that I got because I like the bottle. It had the best looking bottle. So here we go. Let's get this cheese chopped up. Oh, and this is the first time I've ever made this. Okay, that is pretty chopped up. Let me add the butter to it. Okay, now it looks like it's ready. Now we're going to add our mustard, our cayenne pepper, and a little bit of black pepper. And let's see what we end up with. Let's give this a taste and see if we got the spices right. Well, it's pretty mild. I think I'm going to add a little bit more pepper to that. I only put in like about 1/8, so let me put in another 1/8. I'm going to put in a little bit more cayenne also. And our port wine. And that was about a 1/4 cup. May need to add a little bit more, we'll see. Here's a close-up so you can see how it all came out. Okay, let's take a taste. That port wine really gives it a great flavor. Oh, that's excellent. Well, let me get a few crackers and let's put this on a cracker and see how it tastes. That is excellent. It's still pretty mild, so if you wanted to add a little bit more pepper or cayenne or mustard, that would be perfectly okay. And those spices would all be available in 1832. I didn't realize that. Well, I hope that you liked this. If you did, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you are so inclined. And thank you for joining me again for another episode from the Iron Spoon Kitchen.